Hi, I'm Scott from Untitled Airsoft. In this review we're going to be looking at the M14s that you can get available from G&G. Starting with this M14 here in particular, it's basically what G&G call an HBA, but to you and I it's known as an EBR. They do two barrel length versions. This is obviously the short, there's a long one which is the full M14 length barrel. Rifle itself, it's not as heavy as it looks. It's a fair old weight, but you know it's not going to break your back anytime quickly, unlike the original G&P conversion kits that you used to get for the Marui rifles. The usual sort of things all work, your bolt catch and everything's all working there, functioning just like you would hope. Magazines are the G&G proprietary type, which you can tell the difference because they have a notch out the back of them. So unfortunately no mags from the Marui or like the classic army types. These EBRs do come with quite a few nice touches on them. They do have the Sage International markings up the side and the US Rifle G&G armament and a serial number written up in the back there. The hop unit is one thing I do like better than the Marui version, because the Marui version had it up under in the mag well, which was very difficult to do, especially with a mag in and gloves on. G&G have put it up on the top here, and the fact that the bolt stays back anyway makes things much easier. So what you've got here, obviously you've got the top rail, you've got two rails left and right up at the front handguard, and then you've got a bottom rail here. Used to get in the G&P kit a rail for this bottom area here, which was very handy for vert grips and things like that. At the moment G&G don't do one. We are hoping they're going to release one soon. The fire selector as previous on the sides here, and the fully adjustable stock, which is actually nicer than the G&P one we used to have before, because the G&P one you used to have to kick and punch and pull, whereas this one just drops in quite nice. So yeah, really good rifle. See a lot of guys doing these up for the DMR type rolls, you know, with scopes and things like that on them. Easily done with them. They look the part. A little bit on the heavy side, so you know, maybe if you're a smaller player it might not be a good idea for you, but certainly the bigger guys you see running about with these and you know, having a lot of fun with them, because they do look quite an intimidating rifle when you see them out in the field. Good rifle at £405, not the cheapest, certainly in the M14 field, but you got a lot of metal on there, a lot of weight and quite a lot of performance. Next M14 on the list from G&G is the SOC16. Always been a bit of a personal favourite of mine ever since the Marui one came out. I've never owned one, but always wanted one, but I've never actually went and made the drop on it yet. One of the things I like more than anything is a little rail up in heat shield here. They look really cool with a little EOTech or something like that on them. Only thing I've never liked about these SOC16s in particular is the flash hider doesn't come off at the front, so no silencer. Again, like the EBR, you've got similar markings up on the back of it. You've also got the lock and bolt, the easy to use hop unit inside, and it still sounds as good. Again, comes with a high cap magazine. Battery goes into the stock of this rifle. You have the flip up shoulder support and the little gate in the back for the battery. One big benefit over the EBR version is the fact that it'll take the bigger battery in the back, whereas the EBR is a little bit of a handful with undoing the hand guard and removing that. All in all, these are the lighter ones. Obviously the 16-inch barrel, a little bit shorter than the full length, and then obviously the full length EBR. Very, very pointable, very nice, comfortable, not too heavy. The polymer stock feels nice and tough, so you know, you're not going to have any problems worrying about crawling through the dirt or anything like that. So yeah, just you don't see too many of these knocking about, and I think it's a bit of a shame because they are a really good rifle. You know, they function really well, they look very cool, especially when you get them sprayed up. And yeah, so hopefully I will get one of these one day and I will be able to tell you how it does actually shoot, but at the moment I'm just going to have to salivate over this one. This version is pretty much the top end version that G&G make. It's called the Vetrean version. It has a real wood stock, and it has a host of internal upgrades in it, just as standard. Like all the others, it does come with a high cap magazine, the lock and bolt and everything like that, and from that point of view it is very good. The wood that they've used is a really nice finish, you know, no real blemishes, anything like that. Looks a nice rich dark finish. The two sling swivel points, you have the same flash hider setup as the rest of the long versions. G&G also do a real wood version of this just in their standard rifle. They also do an imitation wood, doesn't look as good though if I'm honest, and they also do a black polymer finish like the SOC16 stock. So there's a real variety of M14s out there from G&G. They do cater for every taste, from the EBR, the SOC16 and right down to this classic upgraded version. So yeah, you can really pick one firstly that suits your loadout, maybe your taste and also your budget. So hats off to G&G for bringing out so many. Only downsides I've ever said with any of the M14s is being quite a long rifle, it can mean they're quite difficult for some of the shorter players. Tend to be a little bit on the heavy side. Mags, obviously it's a G&G only mag, so G&P mid caps, any of the Marie mags aren't going to fit, but you know, G&G do a mid cap and a high cap to suit any player anyway. Upgrade wise, they'll take any of the standard upgrades. You got a lot of the tight bore barrels, everything like that. We do quite a lot of these up into sniper variants. Unfortunately, no ASCU units are out for these yet. It'd be really nice if they had that. So yeah, you know, grab yourself a nice classic looking shooter, go for a Vietnam loadout or something like that, and make yourself happy, because I used the Marie one for years and I still look back and remember it so fondly. So yeah, really good rifles, something out there for everybody. Thanks for watching.